Keefe D trial. Mm-hmm. I hate to charge this phone too. I haven't been live on this bitch in a minute. Hair look kind of fucked up. I was on my scooter, my e-bike and shit. Damn, man, what my brother talk about? What up? What up, YouTube? Hold on real fast. What up, YouTube? I'm just seeing who might pop up in this bitch for a minute. Looking at different states where you can carry guns at and shit. I might look into that shit. I ain't gonna get it yet though, but it's something I definitely want to look into. What's up, YouTube? My fault. I'm looking at different states you can carry, you can conceal carry. Mm-hmm. Everybody hit that like button for me for a hot second. I might try to check out the Keefe D shit, the Keefe D case with the Tupac. I'm gonna look into that too. I'm curious about different states I can carry my firearm and shit, and you know what I mean. There's different states. What's up with it? Hello, hello, hello to you. What's up with it, y'all? Oh yeah, I'm straight. What's up with it? What up with it, bro? Yeah, I'm looking at my brother. He's sending me different things. I'm looking to see what states I can carry my gun in. You know what I mean? So I gotta get like a special carrying permit. It's like a Utah permit, like because some states don't recognize your carry permit. So I'm looking to see what states I could carry a firearm in and stuff like that. You feel me? Just curious. You know what I mean? Just curious. My brother sent me some information, so I'm looking at both of my phones. But yeah, what's up with it? What up, Oz? What's up with it? I'm over here cooling. I might look at the Keefe D case. I seen that the Keefe D case is going on. You know the murder of Tupac. Um, so I might look at that shit. But what else is going on? I haven't been live like that. I was on my e-bike and shit. Hair fucked up. I was on my e-bike with my helmet on and shit. Riding that shit around. Getting used to riding that bitch around and shit. I haven't been doing nothing though. I haven't really been live like that. Really consistent, but like a day or two. I haven't really been live like that. Fucking with this e-bike and I got some other shit I'm doing. About to get back into some class work soon so I can go take this test, hopefully in October. And that's about it. I'm looking to also get my carrying permit for different states so I can carry my firearm. Like I said, if you want to carry a firearm in different states, I think the only states where you could get like a combined carrying permit is Utah. And you don't have to be a resident of Utah to get a carrying license through Utah. It is Utah. It's like one of them states where it gives you a permit to carry in different states. You know what I mean? Like Florida, you could just conceal carry. Like I'm concealed carrying right now. You can conceal. What type of e-bike do you have? It's really a scooter. It's a I say e-bike whatever because I'm about to get the e-bike too soon. But right now I just have a motor scooter, but that shit pick up speed like a motherfucker. I got a G10. What's it called? GT10. I was on that shit fucking around with it, shit like that. I might start doing some little part-time deliveries with that. Better than a car, because you don't, with gas and all that shit. Um, you can't ride it as far as a car though. But if you can make money with that shit, it becomes a good investment. If you can ride an e-bike or, what I mean, some kind of like scooter with it and shit like that, you can make some money if you want to do DoorDash or Uber Eats and shit like that, Grubhub. It becomes a good investment if you want to make some side money with it, which I plan to do. I look at it like a little business. Everybody hit that like button for your boy. But right now I'm just I got done doing that shit like an hour ago. So my hair I got like helmet hair and all that shit, whatever. But I'm just looking at different guns and different jurisdictions with guns and shit like that. I don't know who else is looking for guns. Yeah, I'm looking to get one soon. Yeah, it should come in handy. Yeah, e-bikes. I feel like e-bikes are they last longer than the scooters, but the scooter I got lasts pretty well. Like I was on it for like a good hour or two, and I only like I ain't even take out a whole bar, and I was zooming on that motherfucker, doing like about like 20 miles on that bitch. I almost bust my ass on that shit. I ain't gonna hold you. It's because I got speed bumps where I live at. Now I thought I can hit the speed bump. Somebody said call it back. I hit the speed bump too. I almost flipped off that bitch. I'm like, oh shit. I'm like, guess I can't hit the speed bumps can't hit the speed bumps like that on that bitch. I'll flip off that bitch. I might do some Ryan content. I don't know when though. I might do some Ryan content and some trails. So we got some nice trails around here. Maybe I'll do some Ryan content when I'm just showing me, going on some trails and shit like that. Are you from what, nigga? I'm from motherfucking America, bro. I'm FBA, motherfucker, foundational Black American. Don't be putting no other shit, no other country on my shit. Where the fuck you talking about, bro? I don't even know what that shit is. I never even heard of that. Now I'm from America, blood. Foundational Black American. Don't forget it. Hold on, I'm trying to see what's going on with this Keefe D shit real fast. You fucking me up, bitch. Looking at this Keefe D shit, bitch. See what the fuck they talk about with this Keefe D murder. What they on break? Look like they on break with this Keefe D shit right now. Yeah, they taking a break. They on break right now. Was gonna try to play some of that shit, dude. You have a GoPro. Actually, nigga laughing this shit. Shame retarded shit in my chat. Israel America. What the fuck are you talking about? You don't make no sense. No Israel America. What are you talking about? Nah, but I don't have a GoPro. I just got the regular phone stand and shit like that. So I, you know what I mean? Maybe I'll flip it. I might get me a GoPro. Speaking of that shit though, if I'm gonna do some kind of deliveries with it, or I'm not gonna record me my doing my little side business, my little business and shit like that. But if I'm just doing trails, maybe I take people on some trails and shit like that. Make Israel great, man. Shout out to the real people from Israel. You know what I mean? The real people. You understand me? The real black people from over there. Ain't the people really over there now. Ain't the real people from Israel. It's the fakes. You understand me? We the real motherfucker. We the original people from over there. You understand? Black people. You know what I mean? We the real people from over there. But we foundational black Americans over here. We started this motherfucker land too. This our shit too. That's our shit over there. And this our shit too. Don't forget it. Can't hold my shit right. That's both our shits over there. That's our shit over there. In America, our shit too. We run both them shits. Supposed to be. They must got this shit on. They must be on break. Because they in Nevada. So what time is it? It's like Nevada's but like what, 3 hours behind us? So it's like 12. It's about like 12. So they on recess right now when it comes to Keefe D trial. Well, it's gonna play that shit though, but they look like they on fucking recess right now. So anybody, I don't know if anybody aware about the Keefe D trial. That's supposed to be the person that was involved with the murder of Tupac Shakur back in what, 96, 97. He on trial now for the murder. He definitely got something to do with this shit. I don't give a fuck what he said. He been bragging about this shit for fucking like 10 years now. So they finally got it. That shit finally caught up with his ass. What is your city? Man, don't worry about what my city is, bro. I'm in America. You're FBI. Just know that. I'm FBA. You know what I'm saying? Don't worry about my city, where I'm from, all that bullshit. Just know I'm FBA. Foundational Black American. You understand me? Fuck you talk about. Hey, Critical, how you doing, Queen? Cynical, how you doing? Hopefully all is well with your queen. What is going on with you on this beautiful Monday? Hopefully everything is well with you and everything is well on Monday. I don't know where you at, what state you at, and none of that. You feel me? But hopefully the weather is good with you at. You relax, you ain't stressed out. Like I said, I just got off my scooter, ripping that shit, you know what I mean? In and out lanes and shit, you know what I mean? Like I said, I might take people on some trails next time I go on a ride. That's about it. That's all I've been doing. Looking at my gun laws, like I said, trying to figure out what guns I can carry, concealed carry in different states. So I've been looking into that. About to get back and studying. Like I said, I got a big test I got to take soon. And then, that's about it. Just wanted to chop it up with the YouTube family for a hot second to see what's up with everybody. But yeah, that's all I've been doing right now. So you see my other phone, getting some messages and shit like that on my old phone. You know what I mean? To see what kind of anybody here fuck with guns? Anybody carry guns? I don't know what y'all states and stuff like that. You know, every state is leany and some states ain't. You know what I mean? So I want to see who fuck with guns, who don't. You know what I mean? And who's into guns. I'm not really into guns. I just carry guns. Oh, you don't carry guns and none of that stuff? Well, I won't advise females, but shit, females can carry guns too for safety too. And ain't nothing wrong with learn how to shoot and how to operate a gun. You know what I mean? I would tell everybody that. You know what I mean? Nothing wrong with learning how to shoot a gun, how to load one, not to be scared of one. You know, gun safety. You know what I mean? I'm kind of getting big on more gun safety and shit like that. Even with kids too. Like I don't want to teach my kids yet, but we age. I kind of want to teach them. I'd rather them know about guns than not know how to shoot and how to load and one is in the chamber and all that shit. I'm from area. The gun laws are mad strict in my state. Are you from the New? Okay, see, you from where I'm from. You know, I'm from New Jersey. I didn't know you was from on that side. I didn't know you was from over there, Queen. So we from the same area. You know, I'm from Jersey. I just live in Florida now. And I was just looking at that. But you know, you can carry over there too. You gotta take a special class in Jersey. I don't know if you on the New York or you on the borderline of Jersey. You know, I'm from Jersey, but I grew up closer to Staten Island. But I'm still Jersey. I don't rep New York. Even though my dad's house from New York, I'm from Jersey. Are you in New York? Okay. I'm not too sure about New York, but I know in Jersey you can conceal carry, but you have to take a special class. I'm trying to see if I could bring my firearm to Jersey if I have a certain kind of permit, because Jersey don't and New York don't, how can I say it? They don't honor certain permits. You know what I mean? So it could be illegal if I go carry my firearm over there and shit like that, and you get, you know, you get locked up. Say you're close to New York. Okay, okay, okay. Yeah, I'm always gonna be from Jersey, always. Like I've been down here maybe like close to 10 years, getting close to a decade. I've been down here in Florida. Probably I travel back and forth. I haven't been to Jersey in a few years, but I'm going. I'm definitely going back. I was supposed to go this summer. Some things happened with the time frame, so I ended up going. Are you in Jersey? Oh, so we got okay. That's good to see. We got a lot of Jersey people in here. Man, get your bitch. Anybody from the Somali, nigga. Anybody from none of that bullshit, nigga. I'm FBA, bitch. Yo, Jimmy Bean, motherfucking clown, motherfucker. Get your bitch ass off my page, blood. Get your head knocked the fuck off, blood. I'm from Jersey, FBA, nigga, from America, bitch. You understand me? I don't claim nothing else. I'm from America, bitch. My ancestors built this land. You understand? Get your bitch ass off my page. Ain't no disrespect to somebody from Africa, none of that shit. That's our ancestors like that. But this our land right here. We run this bitch. We our ancestors built this bitch. You understand? We FBA, foundational Black Americans. We built America. This shit was built off our ancestors, our slaves. You know what I mean? Built off our ancestors' backs and all that shit. Fuck up out of here with that bullshit you talk about in my chat, bitch. But yeah, I'm just looking at gun laws. It's my brother. He does like private security and shit like that. And he's able to carry his guns from North Carolina to Jersey and shit. I'm asking him like, how you do that shit? You know what I mean? And because I was gonna take a private investigation class, but I still don't think that gives me the right to carry my firearm. And that doesn't give me the right to carry my firearm in Jersey. So I'm trying to see the thing. I'm trying to see if I can how I can carry one in Jersey when I come to visit. You know what I mean? Like, can I carry one? Can they honor? Because it says some shit where they might honor one, or I could get like a. Because since I'm not really a resident no more, even though I'm from there, I have to go. But I see you. Okay, I see you, Queen. Spending less time on YouTube because I need to spend less time on social media, but it doesn't have anything to do with you or anyone in the chat. Oh man, blessings, much love, much love. I just like to see your face. I just like to see you pop up in here. Like I say, everybody needs a break from social media. I just make this platform a platform where everybody is welcome. Peace. Yo, Wayne, so you the same motherfucker, bro. You got two platforms talking about somebody from Somalia. Yo, there's a lot of beautiful women from Somalia. You look like Somalia. I don't look like nothing. I don't look like, I definitely don't look like somebody from Somalia. You know what I'm saying? I got Dominican, I got Haitian before. I don't look like somebody from Somalia. No disrespect to them. Because I seen a lot of beautiful people from over there, a lot of beautiful women from over there. But you trying to copy off that movie, Wayne, you ain't funny. I don't look like somebody from Somalia. I don't look like that. You know understand me? Like, you know, not to bust your bubble, but it's not funny. You know what I mean? I got Dominican, I got Caribbean, you know what I mean? But I'm foundation Black American. All that, what I'm mixed with don't really matter. I'm foundation Black American, you understand me? But shout out to everybody from all different countries. I don't do that over here. That's not my swag. I'm a grown man. I don't talk about people what they look like and where they from. That ain't my swag. Right now, we talk about the Keefe D case, and we just talk about anybody that fuck with guns that know anything about gun laws in different states. But it don't seem like you have the brain cells to comprehend what the fuck we even talking about. So if you can't comprehend what we talk about, get the fuck off my chat. Like I said, this is a grown folks chat. This for grown people. All that kids stuff, like I said, sometimes kids do pop up in here, and it's okay to get the watch time for them. But if you a kid, whatever, you can't time in, and you can't put shit in my chat. You understand me? Like, I have kids. I don't have conversations to behalf of kids. If I want to say this is for kid content, YouTube, this would be for kid content. You know my content not for kids. I'm talking about guns. I'm talking about Keefe D case. Kids can't fucking don't know what the fuck Keefe D is or Tupac. The fuck? Had kids wasn't even born when Tupac was alive. They fuck about here. You don't know shit about what I'm talking about. Yo, don't nothing what I'm talking about. Like I said, we're talking about gun laws, different gun laws, and how to be safe, and learning gun laws, and me learning different permits I can get to carry a firearm. You know what I mean? And I'm not big on guns, but I am big on safety now. You know, especially when I got kids in the family, and you know what I mean? I'm just big on like protection more now, and just carrying in different states, see what states I could carry in. I know New York and Jersey area is real difficult to carry a weapon unless you go to a special training. It says I'm not really resident of Jersey, even though I'm from Jersey. I'm not considered a resident no more unless I switch my whole license and all that shit, which would be difficult. Maybe I can have some people, you know what I mean? I do got a little connection, so maybe I could find a loophole around that shit. I would love that. So I'm gonna have to reach out to a few more people. My brother, he gave me some good information about me getting a Utah carrying license, and it honored if New Jersey has some of the strictest laws for firearms according to Georgia. Yeah, Google, yeah, it definitely does. That's why my brother, like I said, my brother, he does private like investigation, and he's like an instructor. So he got mad different like licenses. So he was showing me different things. Like in Florida, you could just carry one. As long as the gun is registered to, you could carry it. Man, get your bitch ass off my page with that retarded joke. That's not funny, blood. Like you corny. You whack for that. You know what I mean? You saying this dumb shit just to think you funny, but you're not funny at all. You're not funny at all. I can be real funny to you if you show your real face. You ain't funny at all. You's a clown. You beneath me. You's a clown. Trying to think when they gonna get back on this Keefe D trial shit, bro. How long is they motherfucking on recess for? God damn. Yeah, but Jersey definitely has some of the strictest laws when it comes to guns. Like I said, you can. The one thing I like about Jersey, right? And I love Jersey because I'm from Jersey, right? It's like even if you get the license to carry a firearm, right? That's say you have to use that shit, right? You might still go to jail for that shit because there's no stand your ground laws. So that's how they get you. Like they get you to carry a firearm. But if you really have to shoot somebody that comes in your house or you get robbed and shit, and you really use that shit and shoot somebody, like bro, they're gonna try to prosecute you. Yep, you have to have a lockbox. It goes under the plane, and you have to make sure. My brother showing me something about a lockbox. I'm like, bro, what if I want to carry my gun like to a different state? Like, how do I carry that shit on a plane? Because you can carry a firearm, or you can't carry. You could bring it on the plane. You have to get a lockbox. So I think I'm trying to ask if you need a special license to have to carry it. I guess it depends what state. I guess if I get the Utah concealed carry license, I can carry anywhere down south. Anywhere down south, I think I could carry it. But when it comes to going up north, it might get a little strict. You said, why am I interested in firearms? Because I have a firearm. Because I have firearms. I'm just saying what state I could carry my firearms at. You know what I mean? Without getting locked up. That's, you know what I mean? Like, because you could carry a firearm, it could be legal here. Then once you start crossing into different states and you get caught with your firearm, even though my firearms are registered to me, you be. Don't say where I'm from, motherfucker. I'm from Jersey, America. You understand me? Stop saying I'm from this. Don't play with me, you ATM fake profile looking motherfucker. Don't play with me inside my chat, or your ass will get blocked. You understand me? I don't play a little kid bullshit in my chat. Talk about you roll this gangster. Get your bitch ass off my page with that weirdo shit, bro. I don't do that weirdo clown shit in my chat. He asked me questions, passes, yeah, whatever. I don't care what none of that shit you saying, bro. I don't really grown ass man. I don't do none of that kid talking in here. Nah, stop playing with me in my chat, bro. But I'm interested in firearms because you wanna know your laws when it come to your firearms. If you carry firearms, anybody in the chat that carry firearms, you just gotta be careful. So I'm learning what states it's okay for me to carry my firearms without, you know what I mean, it being a big issue. So my brother, he's giving me some good advice about that. Let me see what he said. You have to have a lockbox. If it goes under the plane, you have to make sure that the state you traveling to accepts your permit. Okay, bet. Okay, so Jersey will be hard. I gotta see like how I would. Maybe I can't carry one yet. Maybe I gotta see if I could get like a non-resident permit in Jersey. But I think I would have to take a Jersey class. See, that's the whole issue. I don't know if they would let me take I think it's like a PC. I don't know if you on here, bro. I don't know if it's called a PC class or some shit I gotta take. I think it's called like PC or some shit like that. It's the name of the class in Jersey you have to take to carry your firearms, to conceal carry. So I got to see if they could give it to me, even though my ID says Florida. Even though I'm really from Jersey, but I've been in Florida for so many years, like almost a decade. So I'm just curious about that, y'all. I'm not, I don't want to get into too many firearms, none of that shit. Cause YouTube, I'm not saying YouTube has problem if you show your guns on here. I can kind of talk about firearm safety and all that. I think showing guns, which is weird, cause you can. I don't know. I see some people say that your page might get fucked up if you show guns, but they got pages that specifically for people that shoot guns and shit on YouTube. So that should never make sense to me. That shit never made sense to me about that with YouTube, because it's like you shooting guns is content. You could have a range, and that's what you do for content. So that never made sense to me. I don't understand that part. It's not like you threaten somebody with the gun. You showing safety. If you showing safety, it doesn't make sense. I got boxer. You good, man? Fighter. What? He said I got. Come on, what are you even saying, bro? I'm good, but how you doing, bro? Everything is well with me. Blessings to you and your family. My highest views videos are for me shooting. So you can shoot, but that's what I'm saying, because a lot of people say, oh, you can't shoot. Or like if you show your guns, shit like that, like they'll ban you. Because I was gonna do that like a long time ago. And people say, oh, don't show your gun on here, shit like that. So I never showed my firearm and none of that stuff. But right now I'm gonna do a process. You can let me explain. Okay. Right now I'm going through a process to see if what kind of states I can carry my firearm or get different firearms in different states. So I'm going through a process where I'm learning that right now as we speak. I got one of my brothers is sending me some information. It says you need a yeah, that's what it's called. Yeah, okay. But I want to see, bro, if I could get one being an out of state resident or not. That's what I don't know. If you're live, you can show the firearm. You just can't. Oh, okay. I can't handle or touch it. So that means you couldn't have content when you're shooting it, then, right? I don't understand that, because I watch content when people are shooting it, but maybe because they're doing it through an upload. So that's where YouTube gets tricky. I don't understand that. You can call me. Man, shout out to Brazil. If you do a long video or a short, you can handle a firearm. Okay. Man, salute to you, man. Korean, man. Salute to. He said I'm Korean. I'm Korean. Salute to Korea. Firearm purchases, identification card. It said firearms purchases. Just never touch it while you're alive. Makes sense though, Bug. It does make sense. You say, okay, bro, you said firearms purchases, identification card. So that means I probably have to have that for the state that I'm in, or the state that I'm going to. Because I know in Jersey, I was reading some things where I can, if I wanted to go up north, I can get like a non-resident like permit, but I gotta look more into that. But it's not a big issue right now because I'm not traveling right now. It's just that's something I might want to do, and I might take another class after class. I might take a private investigation class, maybe, just because it comes with the CC license that I want. Not saying I actually want to do it, but it comes with certain perks of things I might want, and I might be able to travel more if I get that kind of license too. How many cars do you have? What? What are you talking about, man? What are you talking about, blood? Said a guy blew his head off on live stream, so they cracked down. Oh, whoa, whew, that's crazy. I show speed. The pop artist, and I don't know nobody, no pop artist. He said, "Hey kid, I'm not no kid. I'm not a kid. I'm a grown man on this bitch." Rule number 1: if you gotta be quick. Rule number 2: don't fall down and do whatever you do. Never look back. Wish me luck. Well, good luck on everything you trying to do, man. I don't know what the fuck you doing, but good luck. Be safe. You know what I mean? But yeah, I wanted to do that though. But yeah, it don't look like, unless I do like an upload of me going to the range. That's just some shit I might do in the future. So I was just being careful if I'm live showing me go to the range. That means I'll have to do an upload of me going to the range. I saw the video, got trouble for showing my because I handled it on stream. Okay, dang. Yeah. I don't want any strikes. I've been good with strikes. I get copyrights and all that shit, for playing music, but I don't have any strikes on my channel. So I want to be cool with getting any strikes. About to steal some munchies from the gas station. Son, man, be careful with all that. Stealing stuff out the store, bro. Don't get your ass locked up for stealing some $5 snacks. I didn't get a straight. They warned me, though. Okay, but okay, yeah. Good looks on that. Because I'll never just, even like show my firearm now. Like, I have it. I have one on me. I always do, but I just never won't like really show it on here. If I do it, probably just me going to the range, shooting and shit like that. Maybe I'm just different content that I might want to get involved with. I might show on here, like, the range. I be going on little rides. I got my scooter. I got my scooter fix and all that shit, or electric scooter fix and shit like that. So I was just on that shit earlier. So maybe I might do some trail rides on it. There's some different content I'm thinking about putting out. So you can show it, just don't touch it. Well, yeah, I can't. Ain't no way I can't touch it because it's on my hip right now. So I can't. Ain't no way I can't touch it. That's why I mean, don't even matter. Unless I just got it sitting here already, so I wouldn't be able to touch it unless I get off camera and all that shit. But I'm not. I'm not somebody like to show my weapons and all that shit. Like, it's just like I don't look at it like that. I'd rather like people be surprised and shit. You know what I mean? Like, I'm just been learning different rules and different laws. That's why I was talking about guns right now. But gun safety is okay, y'all. Gun safety, learning how to shoot a gun, unload the gun, the different laws of where your state is good things to learn. You want to protect yourself, if your family and your household, you know what I mean, yourself. Ain't nothing wrong with guns. I'm for guns if you use them right, if it makes sense. If you use your guns right for the right purposes, I'm for it. Just don't go out there being no psycho and none of that shit. You know what I mean? As long as you use your guns for protection, defense, for you, your family, or somebody in need, then that's different. That's basically the question to ask you if you want to become a cop. Because I was going to become a cop before, but situation didn't go right, and I ended up not being a cop. This was a long time ago. But that's one of the questions they asked me a long time ago. But yo, Big, you the same motherfucker keep asking me the same. Are you from Somalia, my dude? Get the fuck up out of here with that dumb Somalian dumb shit, nigga. I'm FBA from America, bitch. I keep the 12 gauge and in the 22. Okay, keep the 38, the phone 22 close to your bed. You got a 12 gauge. Okay, keep that shit close to your bed. Shit, I hate to run in your house, man. Shit. But I said, man, bear arms, man. Safety is a must. Safety is definitely a must, y'all. This is just a bunch of clowns inside this chat. This ain't random dumb shit. This random clown shit in the chat. Ice cold, bitch. Shit is good when it's ice cold. Then they still got this. They still got this. They still on recess when it comes to this case. God damn. When they gonna get back to the case? Like, when they gonna go back live? I was gonna play the case, the Keefe D trial, but they still on recess, and I ain't gonna be on here that long. You probably wouldn't want to walk up on me when I'm sleeping. Shit, I hear that. That's the way I am, bug. I mean, I don't carry my shit like that. I mean, I got it on me though, but I don't sleep with it by my bed and none of that shit. It's just but it's close to me though. If I have to get to it, they taking mad long with this shit. I ain't gonna be on here. I haven't been live like that yesterday. I went like a little quick live, but I really didn't go live. Yeah, I keep mine. See, sure, just about your bed. Hell yeah, I heard that too, bro. Any stories about robots? Do I have any stories about robots? I haven't really been up on a robot like that. I know they got some in New York that walk around. They don't really have any robots down here yet that walk around. Scriptures aren't going to help when somebody breaks in your house. I mean, it's always good to pray and stuff like that, so stuff like that won't happen. But I'm for protection, protecting your loved ones, and not really about things, because things you can always get, but life, you can't get life back unless you do the Bible and hit them in the head. Well, yeah, that too. And I feel like God, in a way, is and then if you want to look at it that way, is put it in the right hands of the right people to protect. Because war and guns always been around forever. Or protecting yourself has always, even this from the start of life, protecting yourself has always been around. So protecting yourself is a real need. To protect yourself, you have to. You know what I mean? Like, if you got to, you got to. You got kids and people you got to protect. Sometimes you have to do what you got to do to protect your loved ones. You feel me? But that's That's the last thing I want to do. I'm just always for the safety of it. So right now I'm just talking about the safety of it, not just having guns, just the safety of it and learning the safety of it and learning the laws of it. So that's basically what I was talking about. Because I was gonna play the Keefe D trial, but you know, what I mean, they on recess, and I don't know how long they're gonna be on recess. And I already been live for 35 minutes. So you know me, I do about 35, 40-minute live, and I cut it off. I don't stay live that long. Maybe I'll do another live later on. You know what I mean? If not, then not. But you know, I am trying to get these watch time hours. But I got other business ventures that I'm doing anyway. So YouTube is cool. But I got, like I said, I got other business ventures that I'm going on too. Where it's like, you know, it's cool. Like I'm gonna have a good schedule soon. I'm gonna be off in the summertime. Hopefully, I'll be able to travel a little bit more. Hopefully by next year. So I got things I'm doing. Hey, Miss Mala, how you doing, Queen? How's everything going on this Monday? Good to see you. Blessings. I love to see your face on here. And everybody that pops in inside the chat. Glad to see everybody. Even though I'm probably about to get the fuck up out of here in like 4 or 5 minutes though. But glad to see you, Miss Brown. Hopefully all is well with you. You know what I mean? I was gonna play the Keefe D trial, but it looked like they on recess. We was talking about guns, Mr. Ramada. I don't know if you into guns or you carry guns or what kind of, I don't know what state you in, but we was talking about the safety of guns. KC, salute with it, bro. Salute. I was gonna play the Keefe D trial, y'all, but they take it real long with that shit. So we was to talk about the safety of guns, firearms. I was learning different states I could carry my firearm at, and different permits I could get to carry a concealed firearm. So we was just talking about that. This random conversation. Yeah, it's hot as hell over here, Mr. Wanda. What you say, too, bro? 2 Christians for 10 for the weapons of our welfare, not frequency, but powerful by God for everything stronger. These things. Hey, man. Amen to that, bro. Yeah, it's real hot over here, man. I was just on my electric scooter, Mr. Wanda. I was just on my electric scooter, sweating bullets, and I got like a whole fan on that shit too. I mean, it's a good breeze, but when I came in the house, you know, Florida's so humid down here. I was sweating bullets. Had to like take a shower and shit, like everything. And I didn't even have like all my equipment on. You know, once I start going like on the some more dangerous streets, I gotta make sure I keep my helmet on and my gloves. I got my biker gloves and shit, all that shit, boy. Like knee pads, but I ain't trying to bust my ass. Knee pads, I got elbow pads, all that shit, helmet, gloves, all that shit. I'm telling you, I'm gonna be on that shit tomorrow again too, fucking around, going around. I'm just learning how to ride it, and then I'm gonna start doing my little business, you know, my little part-time delivery business, which I love. Once I get started with it, because you know, doing Uber Eats, DoorDash, shit like that is your own business. You do it when you want. It's your own business. You invest into your bike, your scooter, your car. You know what I mean? And you make money off of it. I think you're making money off more of an e-bike than anything though, than a car. Car, you spend a lot of gas traveling. E-bike, all you gotta do is charge that shit. I feel like the e-bike, I should have got an e-bike. E-bike just a little more expensive. So I end up just getting a decent scooter with it right now. Hopefully I can fuck around and make some little decent part-time money with it, my own little business. And I advise y'all maybe do the same too. Ain't nothing wrong with having, you can have a 9 to 5 and have your own little business. Hopefully one day YouTube could be our little business too on the side though. But if you don't, it don't. Just never go live. Like I said, we got it till February until YouTube boosts the watch time up. I talked about this a few times. YouTube will be boosting the watch time up to 8,000 watch hours. So if you don't have 8,000, if you don't have your 4,000 watch hours by that, it's gonna be tough. I ain't gonna hold you. Even if I don't have it, I'll still continue to go live because it doesn't hurt to keep going live. Because you know, if you stop going live, you're never gonna get it. As long as you keep going live, even if you don't hit that 4,000 watch hours by then okay, you're not that far away. Even if it goes 8,000, just keep going at it. Then by the end of the year, in the next year, maybe you have it monetized. So that's the way I look at it. Just keep putting out content. That's the way it is. Just putting out content. People will watch it. Good conversations. Like I said, I might be doing some trails, some electric scooter trails. I was gonna go to the range, but I gotta be careful with that. I might only be able to do uploads with that. Um, that's about it. You know what I mean? Like other than just good conversations, I was gonna play the Keefe D trial. That is something I do want to do too, but they on recess, so maybe when it comes back on, maybe I'll go back and do a check out Yee Life on YouTube when you get a chance. What's it called, Yee Life? I'm gonna screenshot that right now, bro. I'm, I'm gonna screenshot that right now. I'm gonna give that a like. I'm gonna give it a look. I said a like. I'll give it a like too, but I'm gonna give it a look and give it a like. Check that on YouTube. I'm gonna check it out. Oh, Keefy D, that shit on right now. I don't know if it's really on though. They fucking around. They don't got no volume to this shit. Why don't got no volume to this shit? They don't got no volume to this shit. This shit just like muted. Like, why is this shit muted for?
Okay, what's your name, sweetheart? I forgot. You can just call me ChatGPT.
I don't know why this shit muted. I got the Keefy D shit right on. It's back on, but this shit is muted. Look at Keefy D bald ass head. Supposed to be the one that was in the car where Tupac died. I don't know who that is. I don't know who that lady is. I don't know if that's his wife or I don't know if she related to Tupac. I don't know who the fuck she is. Man, look at Keefy D, man. Keefy D the dumbest motherfucker. He the dumbest motherfucker that told on himself. Knowing that he was involved with the killing. Knowing that he was in the car that killed Tupac in the late 90s. Get the fuck out the way, bro. Everybody looking at you. Bro, they got this shit muted, bro. She about to get sentenced and shit. The fuck going on, huh? Like, this shit quiet. Bro, this shit quiet as hell. They don't got no volume on this shit or nothing, boy. Like, they got this shit muted. He looking stupid and shit. Shiny ass bulb head and shit. Like, he a dumb motherfucker, yo. He told his own self. Even if he was involved, you don't say, nigga, hey, boy, it was my nephew that did it. I was just in the back seat. Oh, I was the one driving. I don't know what the fuck he was doing, but nigga, if you was in the car when Tupac got killed, you going to jail. That's it. As simple as that. If you was in the car when Tupac got killed, you going to jail. Cause you as guilty as anything. If you involved, I don't give a fuck. You was down with it. You know, I mean, you know what's gonna happen. Even if you ain't the one that pulled the trigger, you going to jail because ain't nobody else alive. Everybody else is gone. Your nephew was gone. Everybody else is gone. You're the only one that's left. You and Suge Knight. And Suge Knight was in the car that Tupac got. He got shot too. He got grazed in the head. He almost died too. Man, Keefy D, you going to jail. And you old as hell going to jail now, motherfucker, like probably 60 years old. Nigga told on his own self. You a dumbass motherfucker, eh? Get shiny ass, ball ass head. Keefy D gotta be the dumbest gang member I know. This nigga, especially coming from a generation of not snitching, this motherfucker snitched on his own damn self. I don't know why I don't got no volume on this shit, but they playing the case, but this shit on mute. That shit stupid as hell. Why they even showing the case if they got the case on mute for? That shit stupid. That shit the dumbest shit I ever seen. They got a case that's on fucking mute. Shit, it look like they about to get him a fucking verdict now and shit, boy. I tell you. This nigga about to get 40 years in jail. I don't know, YouTube. This shit on fucking mute. I thought they was gonna be talking this shit though. They got that shit on fucking mute. Keith D about to go to jail. He told on his own self in the book. He told on himself in Flag TV. He told every podcast that he been on, he done told on himself because he wanted to get props of being there when Tupac died. He wanted to blame it on Diddy. Then he wanted to blame it on his nephew. Like, nigga, you a dumb motherfucker. And Diddy, too. Diddy, Suge Knight, and him are only, like, the real people that are alive. That's really a part of the case that make any sense. And I don't think Diddy's gonna go on no trial for this shit. I don't think they don't even got any evidence on Diddy to connect him to this shit. The only thing they got is, oh, here they go. Finally put that volume on. Keefy D bald ass head, boy. Your bald ass head, nigga. Put this shit right here, bitch. Man, it's like a glare in my shit.
I thought I did. Okay, I'm talking, and now I'm muting.
Man, the whole shit is muted, nigga. What are you doing? Man, Keefy D, you a dummy.
I'm unmuted. I'm pressing the mute button.
Whoever the camera, whoever is controlling the audio to this shit, it gotta be something wrong with them. It gotta be something wrong with them. Cause they don't know what the hell they doing. They got a professional that don't know what the fuck they doing. And he over there looking goofy like a motherfucker. He over there looking goofy like a motherfucker. They over there whispering and shit. What the fuck are they talking about, huh? Yo, y'all know what the fuck he talking about? They over there whispering and shit. Blocking the camera and shit. These people are unprofessional, yo, when it comes to this case.
Okay, we're on record in State versus Davis, C337407. We've gotten through some of our technical issues. Anything
Technical issues, that shit all fucked up.
Okay, let's bring him in.
They find they bring out Diddy and shit. That should be funny as hell.
Swear by this one trick. What's up with Mom?
She's been scrolling travel advice for hours.
Man, he going to jail, y'all. Keefy D going to jail, y'all. His ass going to jail.
Kayak. Got that right.
Mama's back, fam.
Kaiser University was built to help students move forward.
He going to jail.
Programs, flex.
That guy keep getting sentenced and shit.
To the party sticking to the jury. Okay, you may all be seated. At this time, the state may call the next witness. All right, Mr. Becker, can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am.
I'm going to have my clerk swear you. Please raise your right
Yes,
hand.
ma'am.
Who the fuck is he?
You solemnly swear the testimony you're about to give in this action shall be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, I do.
May I please have you state and spell your first and last name for the record?
Who the hell is he?
Brent Becker, B-R-E-N-T.
How old is Keefy D? I don't know. Keefy D gotta be like 60. He gotta be like in his 60s. Late 50s, 60s. He definitely gotta be like that age. If he go to jail, it's over for that. Because he gonna do what, 30 years? It's over for that.
Yes,
It's over for that. He gonna be like 80, 90 years old time he get out. It's over for his life. It's over. I don't know who this guy is right here.
Metropolitan Police Department.
And how long years were you with Metro?
Oh, he's a cop.
I was there from 1984 to 2011.
Oh, he a former cop.
September of 1996, what was your assignment?
I was a detective with the homicide section.
Do you recall how long you'd been with Homicide when you, in 1996?
They got a strong echo in this bitch. That's on their end.
Homicide, I think it was November of 1994.
Did you have a partner in 96?
Look, everybody saying echo, echo, echo. You see the chat? Everybody saying echo. It's a bad echo. They technical shit is fucked up over there, y'all. They got a bad echo in their bitch.
Hold on a second. All right, gonna work on the echo.
They hear it. Yeah, it's a bad echo, man. Fix your microphone and shit, bro. What kind of case is this?
Can you still hear me?
It's a little better now.
Okay. On September 7th, or into, I guess, technically into September 8th of 1996, did you get called out for a shooting that happened, ultimately determined to be happened at Flamingo and Cobalt?
Yes, Sergeant Manning called me. It was about 12:30 in the morning, and I was asleep, so it would have been September 8th. And so it was around 12:30, so by the time I got up, got dressed, and got there, it was probably about 1 o'clock in the morning on the 8th.
And when you say you got there, what scene did you go to?
Initially, from what I recall, I went to Harmon in the Boulevard because that's where general assignment and everybody was at to get debriefed.
So he one of the detectives that went to the scene. That's who he is.
And then, from what I recall, I went over to Flamingo and Cobalt to kind of look at the scene, but they had some
But
witnesses
Suge Knight drove
from
off
the
though. He drove off after they got shot.
supposedly was directly behind Suge Knight and Tupac Shakur back at Harmon and the Boulevard that I needed to interview.
Can we talk a little bit, first of all, Tupac Shakur is still alive on September 8th of 1996, correct?
That's what I was told. He had already been transported. He was not at the scene when I got there.
Is it somewhat unusual for homicide to be involved in a situation where there isn't a deceased victim yet?
That was very unusual, and normally we don't get called out, at least at that time, we didn't get called out unless there was a deceased victim. So it was unusual. I think when we arrived at the scene, we were told that because of the nature of who the victim was, General Assignment wanted us to come out to it.
Let me ask you, we've heard from a first responder today. Back in those days, what was general assignment? What does that mean?
General Assignment was in essence, the night detectives. They worked swing shift and graveyard shift. So they were the night detectives that if something needed a detective to respond, they were the ones that got called out to the scene.
So they would have been at this scene before
Everybody saying his comments.
They made a determination.
He ain't denied that story. What they saying on
the
him?
command staff that homicide should be called out to the
It said night nurse Pac died being
Correct. Actually,
Lord to
uniformed
Suge.
officers would have been the first people called to
Is
the
this
scene
a
of
guy?
anything.
What did they say?
The scene of anything.
What they say?
And General
Is this a
Assignment, I'm
guy
sure, was
who
monitoring
Johnny
the
Depp
traffic,
played
so
in the
if they had
movie?
heard
I don't know,
the call, They
maybe.
may have been responding, but they would have gone out, assessed the
He
scene,
appears to
and
be reading.
eventually determine
Did he
someone,
order the
you
hit?
know,
And
the type of scene
it said,
was, and if
did he
someone needed
order
to come
the
out
hit
to it.
that
And in
got
this case, I
Tupac
guess
killed?
someone must have called
That,
Sergeant
well,
Manning.
we don't know that.
That called us.
Allegedly.
Your partner, Detective Franks, do you recall where he responded to?
Man, Suge Knight, man, motherfucker. All the motherfuckers. Suge Knight already in jail. Suge Knight already in jail. Diddy in jail. Keefy D ass is going to jail, y'all. I don't give a fuck.
I believe Suge Knight.
He told on his own self. He a clown.
And your responsibility, was there also crime scene analysts that were called to the scene?
Yeah, my initial response was to the scene to start handling things directly at the crime scene, yes.
And then does at some point crime scene analyst Dan Ford show up and document the scene while you're present?
Dan Ford was already there from what I recall. They were called CSAs back then, I believe. Yeah, Dan Ford would have already been there.
I don't get, okay, what is he there for? Like,
CSAs, 'cause they
he
were
didn't see
already-
Keefy D's
CSAs
car,
were
so I don't
assigned
understand it.
each shift. So I'm pretty sure he was that particular shift CSA. He would have already been out there doing whatever he did for the scene, marking it, taking photographs and such.
When you, at the end of sort of both the two scene investigations, so the Harmon and Las Vegas Boulevard, as well as the Flamingo and Koval investigation, essentially, what was the facts you were dealing with?
Well, according to the witnesses,
We just listened to the Keefy D trial, y'all.
interviewed Frank Alexander.
Y'all think
Malcolm
Keefy D going to
Greenidge,
jail? This is one of the detectives that went to the scene after Tupac got shot.
Yafu Fula, and I'm just doing what I remember.
We over here reading the live chat too,
They
y'all.
were in the car
See what the fuck they talking about.
Suge Knight and Tupac Shakur.
Suge didn't kill Tupac.
And
Let me see.
what they described was that
Why
the
are
white
some
car,
users in
from what I
green?
recall, they
That
described
means
a
that
white
they have
Cadillac
fucking membership, I guess. The fuck?
pulling up alongside Knight's car, and someone inside that white Cadillac opening fire or shooting
Diddy
into
should
the car
change back to
that Knight and
Puff.
Shakur were at.
That shit funny. He said, yeah, he can't use that name no more.
Descriptions varied a little bit, but from what I recall,
Pop choose
I
to
believe they
be
all
to
said
get
it was
involved.
a white
Yeah,
car.
Pop didn't have to get involved with that jumping
More or less
at
agreed it was a
the
Cadillac.
casino.
And there might have been a little bit of a variance between 2 and 4 occupants.
And what direction after the shooting did the vehicle head?
After the shooting, it would have turned south on Koval. That was at Flamingo and Koval, because the night group was heading eastbound on Flamingo, and the Cadillac would have originally been heading eastbound, but then it turned southbound on Koval.
And the nature of the bullet holes that are in the BMW that's located at Harmon and Las Vegas Boulevard, all those bullets appear to be coming in from the passenger side of the BMW.
The impact strikes that I saw were all on the right rear passenger door, the right front door, or the right front passenger door. I believe there was some sort of a mark or impact on the windshield. Those were the strikes that you could see. Like, you know, it was you couldn't tell if anything had been a stray of any kind.
So, at your scene, you have bullets being shot from south to north into the passenger side of Shogun Tupac's car, but you have no idea how many actual bullets are fired because you can only see the strikes which are in the car.
Correct. All I can see is what the actual impacts are. That doesn't mean that's how many shots were fired. That's just how many struck the vehicle.
And I think we have another witness who's going to testify to this later, but there are a number of casings, or cartridge cases, expended cartridge cases, that ultimately get collected from the southbound lanes of Flamingo right before Koval. Is that correct?
Yes, without seeing the report, I know that there were cartridge cases, fired cartridge cases recovered from the street. I do recall that the number of fired cartridge cases recovered from the street did not match the number of impact strikes on the vehicle, which wouldn't have been surprising considering what traffic probably was on Flamingo on a Saturday night, and probably the delay of anybody arriving there, at least from law enforcement.
What happens when, in your experience as a detective, there's a bunch of cartridge cases laying in a busy street and cars driving through? What can happen to those cartridge cases?
Well, especially prior to the uniform officers getting there, cars are driving over them. They're either getting caught within the tread of the tires, or they're getting thrown down the street, or thrown into a rain gutter.
Yeah, shit crazy, y'all.
I mean,
Shit about to get hectic.
Places.
See, I can
investigated numerous shootings within streets where you've had fired cartridge cases scattered all over the place, and you never know for sure if you've got all of them, because if something gets caught within a tread of a tire and it doesn't get ejected, unless someone tells you about it later, or it gets ejected somewhere else, who knows where it ends up.
In addition to that, when you have your shooter inside a vehicle, are there times that you found casings have gone into the vehicle that the shooter's shooting from?
Yeah, that would depend on if the shots were fired with the handgun inside the window of the car, or if the handgun was outside of the window. Obviously, if the handgun is outside of the window, there's a higher probability. If it's a semi-automatic pistol, there's a higher probability that all those fired cartridge cases ended up outside. If the handgun is on the inside of the vehicle, you have a higher probability of some fired cartridge cases ended up staying inside the car. If it's a revolver, then everything is going to stay within the handgun.
Eventually, I'm kind of jumping forward here, do you have those casings forensically tested?
The firearms examiner ends up testing them. I believe were able to determine that they thought a Glock, it was going to be a 40 caliber. They were able to determine the caliber, and I believe, because I guess I'm not the expert, the firearms people are, but that a Glock has a particular marking that shows up, and I believe they determined that they thought it was a Glock that fired the weapon, that fired the cartridge cases.
So now you're looking for a white Cadillac occupied somewhere between 2 and 4 times, heading south on Koval, and a Glock 40 caliber firearm.
That was the information we had eventually at the time, yes.
After speaking to the witnesses, did you have any suspect information?
The only thing we had was 2 to 4 people, probably already all black males. The shooter, all we had was a black arm. There was a question of whether it was out the driver's door window or out the back window. There was a lot of questions, and this was strictly coming from the 4 gentlemen, Alexander, Greenidge, Cox, and Fula, from the car that was behind them. You got to realize, as I learned later, there was an entire convoy or entourage, whatever you want to call it, that had been behind them, and none of those people were around. Everybody had skedaddled before we got there, or at least by the time I got there. And so the only information we had was what General Assignment had acquired from, I believe, a couple of witnesses that they had talked to, and some of the people at the scene. I think Detective Franks talked to some girls later on that had been at the scene.
Now, during the course of this, you've mentioned Frank Alexander. Do you know what Frank Alexander's responsibility was that night in the car behind Suge and Tupac?
Frank Alexander said he was Tupac Shakur's bodyguard.
And Fula? I'm not even saying this right either.
Fula and Greenidge and Qatari Cox were supposed to be part of the Outlaws. I guess it's like the group, I don't know if you call them the band, but the part of the group that performed with Tupac Shakur.
And those are the only 4 that stuck around by the time you got there and you were able to take statements from.
I believe they were the only 4, plus I know there were a couple other guys that were mentioned in the report. I think Kevin Woods was one of them, and I think they must have got stopped by General Assignment or somebody when Suge Knight had made the U-turn to flee or drive away and ended up at Harmon and the Boulevard. Everybody else was gone.
I want to fast forward a little bit. Did you learn of an incident that occurred at the MGM Casino shortly after the Tyson-Selden fight?
We eventually learned that. No one claimed that night, but yes, there was a videotape that came about and information about a fight that was caught on videotape where a person was kicked, beaten down by Suge Knight and a bunch of other people in that group. Tupac Shakur was in the group, and Frank Alexander was off in the side.
When you learned about that, did Metro initially know the identity of the victim of that beating?
The only thing we had, I believe, was the first name of Orlando. One of the officers that was at the fight that night, I think they were working off duty, because we also saw some video where they had talked to the person. He was wearing a football jersey, and I don't believe there was a written down ID where the ID was obtained, but the first name of Orlando was on there. That was all we had at that time.
Did you make efforts to talk to Suge Knight?
I know that night at the hospital, Detective Franks attempted to, he said, and then I know that for several 2 to 3 days after that, we attempted to, and finally were able to get him in and conduct an interview with him.
How did that come about? How does Suge Knight wind up at Metro?
Well, the first couple of attempts weren't very successful, put it this way. He didn't want to come, he didn't come in. In fact, I think the one time he was supposed to come in, he didn't show up. And then the night he did, I think it was 3 nights after, it would be in the report. When he did arrive, he showed up with David Kenner, David Chesnoff, and George Kalisis, who were all 3 attorneys, who were his representatives, which we thought was weird because Suge Knight was a victim. I think Reggie Wright Jr. might have been out in the lobby waiting. And then that's when we were finally able to conduct a taped interview of Suge Knight with his 3 attorneys present.
And what were your impressions from that interview?
Suge Knight was not the Suge Knight I expected. Everything, we had done a lot of research in the short time we had been involved, and Suge Knight was not a very timid person in the previous interviews we had seen of him. He was a very boisterous, in charge kind of guy. He was very timid, and to us, his interview was very practiced, and he was very timid, and I thought he lied to us. He just didn't know anything.
Your impression was he was withholding information about what happened.
He just basically said he didn't know anything. He couldn't recognize anybody.
A few days, or maybe a week even, does there come a point in time when you get contacted by law enforcement in Los Angeles area, whether it be LAPD, LASO, or Compton PD, that assists you in your investigation?
Tupac Shakur passed away on September 13th. We attended the autopsy, and we were later contacted. Well, I think there was probably some contact with other people within the homicide section. You got to realize there are people higher up than us, but eventually Tim Brennan from Compton PD